Hello, welcome to Counseling and Words and to my word of today, which is the word quarantine. Imagine, it's the year 1347. We are somewhere in Europe, it's warm outside. You could sit together at the marketplace in front of the taverns and drink a beer. But because of the plague, there is a decree that forbids that. There are especially warnings about meetings and cleanliness is recommended. Therefore, sitting in the beer and wine houses and in brandy taverns shall be forbidden, they say. Nobody shall invite more than 2 table guests without special permission. Relatives should stay away from funerals. People should beware of houses and things that have been infected. Those released from such houses should not immediately go among other people again. No more beer, no more visits to the bathhouse, nothing. Instead, bells will ring from the cathedral for the dead. Every evening they are placed in front of the houses and picked up. They are put on carts and wrapped in black cloth. They are dumped in deep pits. Then lime is poured over them, the most corrosive substance known to the Middle Ages. A cause of this plague could not be found back then. But it was recognized that the plague mainly spread where there were many people in a small area. Even 200 years later, in 1547, this plague still creeps into Europe every 8 to 10 years. It kills and disappears again. Certainly, it is a punishment from God. And one must pray and stay at home. Soon the message starts to get around that isolation is a method against the spread of the epidemic. Potentially infected people are isolated usually for 40 days. The term quarantine in the original French language means nothing more than quarantaine de jours, 40 days. And who would have guessed that in 2020 we would have to quarantine ourselves as we did in the Middle Ages? Normally, when our life is going on without disturbances, we don't think of hardships, of illness, of death. We live as if nothing could ever happen to us. What we are experiencing today is something new for most of us. We are torn out from our everyday life, out of our work, by a higher power. We are thwarted and forced to stay at home, not allowed to take unnecessary trips or to meet anyone who does not belong to our household. Reduced in quarantine. For how long? Quarantaine de jours. For 40 days? Or even longer? What is this? What's happening? We are helpless and at the mercy of this plague. Many are working at full speed. The world must continue to function at some level. We need food, water, electricity, and medical care. Much of what was important the other day is becoming unimportant. We have been reduced and thrown back to ourselves. Our radius has become extremely narrow. Visits are forbidden. Travel is forbidden. It is now a matter of protection for everyone. What is important? What is the most important thing? Now we have time to think about it and to reflect on our lives. In New Zealand, there is a Maori proverb. It is, he aha te mea nui o te ao, he tangata, he tangata, he tangata. Meaning, what is the most important thing in the world? It is people, it is people, it is people. Since the whole world is affected, we cannot, as so often, close our eyes to misery. We must stick together, help each other, and be there for one another. So this was about the French word quarantine, or quarantaine des jours, meaning 40 days. I hope you enjoyed the talk. Thanks a lot for watching. See you soon with another word. Bye bye. Enjoy life.